that can help you. You never know who your kids might bump into, and they say, "You Fetty son? Boy, get up here, boy. Your daddy was a real one. Your daddy was a leginito, a legend." You get what I'm saying, fam? Family, what's going on, baby? It's Fetty G with SSK Kennels, fam. In this video, I wanted to touch on y'all about the importance of organization in this dog game, fam. So it is super important, fam, that you have all your... I'm sorry I took that pause. Well, I was thinking about when I say that part, I'm going to cut it and put the intro in, but we ain't even going to put no intro on. We just going to dive straight into it. But listen, fam, if you got dogs, you breed, whatever it is that you do, fam, you want to make sure you super organized. You got all your paperwork, where it need to be, when it need to be there, however. Because, fam, people will call you. When it come time to register puppies, or come time to register a dog, or submit your what is it, your rabies vaccines, or whatever it is, anything, receipts, you want to keep up with all this stuff, fam. And one of the most important reasons is because, one, you never know what might happen with police, law, death in the family. Anything can happen. So you want to make sure if anybody needs to get a hold of your dog's paperwork, they know where it's at. It's organized. They could go through. Any random person could pick it up and say, "Oh, that's sleek paperwork right there. These puppies is from Barbie and Bank. These puppies is from..." You want to make sure everything is organized, because I did have a customer that purchased a puppy from me, and they had some death in the family. The gentleman that purchased the dog from me, he passed away, and his wife reached out to me to get some to get the paperwork transferred from his name to her name. So I helped her get that situated. But thank God on my end, I had everything. I knew exactly the dog ABKC number. I knew everything about that specific dog I had, because all my stuff is organized. Now, I wanted to make this video specifically because I got like 5 people. And out of the 5, no, 6 people. And out of the 6, I think 3 people, you know, either lost their paperwork, or they was moving and they left it at the old house, or whatever happened. Things happen, fam. I'm not mad at them at all. I'm going to make sure, my job is to make sure that they happy, they satisfied, they got what they need. And I want to make sure I do good business. So right now, I'm about to head to the post office. I got to mail off these paperwork right here because, like I said, 2 of the people, they was on a payment plan, got that situated, and now I'm mailing out their paperwork. Another person asked me to register their dog for them. They'll just pay for it, no problem. Some other people lost it. I had to call ABKC, request a new one. But you want to, like, keep everything in one place. Don't say, "Oh, my big dog stuff over here, my puppies over here, my rabies." No. In this folder right here that I have, fam, in this thing right here, this bag, everything in here is for my dogs. Anything for puppies, adults, rabies, vaccines, anything at all is in that folder. So somebody could call me for, I'm trying to think of one of the first breedings I've ever done. When Jumbo was born, they called me, they got one of Jumbo brothers and say, "Hey man, I lost my dog paperwork." Or not even that, right? Around this time, this is when I first started, and much of y'all that done watch those videos know, y'all, I'm talking about pennies on the dollar people was getting puppies from me for. So a lot of those people paid even lower, and I was like, "Hey man, I just saved the dog with no papers." That was then. I don't do that no more. So if anybody say, "Hey, I'm rehoming the puppy," you have to get the paperwork. If you don't want paperwork, the rehoming fee is still the same. I don't change that. I don't do that no more. That's a whole separate video, and I'll do a video on why that is. I probably already did. I'm not sure. But somebody called me and say, "Hey, man, I want to get that paperwork that I was supposed to get a long time ago." I have it in here. And that was, Jesus Christ, back in 2016, I believe. I have that information in my book. I could go in, pull it up, boom, and get that person their paperwork for that dog. And if somebody call you and say, "Hey man, you know, Jeff, I bought a puppy from you a few years ago, or a month ago, or whenever. I lost my paperwork. I want to know if you could get me a new one." A lot of people give people a lot of run around. "Oh man, I got to do this, I got to do that." Long as you're willing to pay for the paperwork, what it costs that you lost, it take me 10 minutes to request a new one. So it doesn't take that much of my time. Granted, I'm running sometimes, so it might take some time for me to hurry up and knock it out. But for the most part, you won't have an issue with getting your paperwork if you lost it or if you had any problem. I got two guys, y'all, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. They requested new paperwork from me, right? I requested it, and two of these guys, not at the same time, this is in different moments, they got locked up, right? One of them I spoke to, and he was like, bro, just hold it down. I'm going to take care of you. The other gentleman I never spoke to, but his girlfriend reached out to me and told me what happened. Literally right here on my notebook. It's not in the folder because I don't want to mix it up with that. And this, one of those dogs is now like 1.5 years old. The other one maybe 8 months old. I literally have both of their dog paperwork right here in front of me. You get what I'm saying? I just showed y'all a little bit of it. I can't show your whole paper. But that is both of their paperwork. And it stays right here in my office on my desk. They ever call me, hey, Fed, I'm ready to get my paperwork. It's right there. I just mail it out. They make their payment. But I already requested it and paid for it for them. So, but you want to make sure, fam, when people invest into you or your program or whatever it is, you want to make sure it's not about just that moment. It's a life-to-long relationship. And y'all want to know something? Jesus Christ. I got to reach out to James. James, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, my bro. James asked me to watch his dog. He asked me, do I know a boarder somewhere that could board his dog, or can I watch him? I told him to reach out to me. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he probably texted me. But James, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I literally got over 500 messages, y'all. So it'd be hard to keep up with who. James, you got to call me, my brother. But after this video, I promise I'm finna call James. But you want to make sure it's not about just that moment. Again, y'all, I tell y'all this all the time. People that's watching this, people that's getting these dogs or whoever, is real life humans that have real life problems. That is, they got skin and they humans. They walk around. So you want to make sure you treat them as such. Don't treat them the way you want to treat them just for that moment in that interaction with that dog or that puppy or whatever. This goes beyond that. So when people call and say, hey, Fed, I need you to help with this. Hey, can you help me walk me through with this? Hey, I try my best to help everybody. Granted, y'all, it's a lot of people now, so it's hard to keep up. But I try my best to accommodate each and every last person that reach out to me, then requesting paperwork, or Fetty, I'm going to do it myself. Can you walk me through it? I literally made a video. I'm going to make another one because they updated the website and some things changed. I literally made a video on literally I screen recorded it step by step on how to register your puppy, your dog, transfer your dog, all of that. There's a video somewhere out there, step by step, the website. Click on this tab, go to the top, and I not only am I talking about it, but I'm showing y'all, like, I screen recorded everything I was doing. So I'll do that again, so that way people can get the updated version. So I'll do that. But I'm telling y'all, it is super important. The last thing you want is somebody that done some really good business with you and reach out and say, hey, man, I lost my dog paperwork. Can you give me a new one? And now you dragging your feet, or you can't get your paperwork together. You can't find it. It just looked bad. It looked unprofessional. It looked like bad business on your end. You get what I'm saying? Again, long as whoever called me, hey, Fed, I lost my paperwork. Man, look, it costs this much to request a new one. Oh, no problem. Long as you willing to pay for it, I don't got no problem getting you the paperwork. I even had one situation, a lady that, had got a dog from me, and she called me straight up, man, Fed, I ain't gonna lie, I'm down bad right now. I'm on some hard times. I moved. I'm in a new place. I was homeless for a while. My dog was at my brother's house, but now I'm back on my feet. I'm situated, but financially, I'm not all the way there, but I'm straight. But I lost my dog paperwork in the transaction. Is it okay if you can? I just paid for the paperwork, fam. That's fine. The money that it cost me, it didn't hurt me. That was me doing a good deed. I'm like, no problem. I'll take. And plus, that's a dog you got from me. So I want to make sure you got everything you need to be successful with that dog. You get what I'm saying? So I just went ahead. Oh, no problem. Send me your address. I mailed it off to her and got that taken care of. Now, I ain't finna do that to everybody. Now, people watching this video don't be like, hey, Fed, I'm on. Nah, hell no. Right? But, fam, you want to make sure, again, it goes beyond that initial meet or transaction that y'all had, right? It's a lifelong thing. So you want to keep that relationship. You never know who you might need. You never know who might need you. You never know who you might bump into that can help you. You never know who your kids might bump into and they say, you Fetty, son? up here, boy, your daddy was a real one. Your daddy was a leginito, a legend. You get what I'm saying, fam? So you want to make sure you do what you have to do to keep those relationships, build off of those relationships. And again, like, stay organized. Because and people will tell you I'm far from the best organized person. But certain things I am super organized with. Y'all see the backyard, stay organized. Stuff here and there, people look at it like, bro, y'all look good. I'm like, nah, I got to get rid of that piece of wood that's leaning on the gate. I got to move that back over here. I got to put my tool back. Little stuff, but it's big to me. You get what I'm saying? But my dog paperwork, I don't play about that at all, fam. I keep everything packed away, tucked away. When I take it out, do something, I put it right back. Sometimes I'm on the road running and I call Tot. I need you to go in that bag. She knows exactly what a bag at. Go through there, find Jumbo and Callie, pull out this paperwork, read these numbers off to me. I know in 2017 who got what puppy from that notebook. From 2016, from whenever, I know who got what, because everything is documented in my binder. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, family. I hope this information was helpful. If I missed something, I'm sorry. If you want me to touch on something, leave it down in the comments. Family, I love y'all. I'm finna literally take off to the post office to mail out this paperwork. Be safe. I love you. And say it with me. Is that you, Lord?